Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at SPY and QQQ and tech stocks, that is Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Netflix, Google, and Amazon. Tesla and all other semiconductors, I have talked about those already on my channel. Check those videos out. Here you have Tesla is the next week going to be super bullish. I'm talking about here in this video. Nvidia and all of that, talked about it already. Check it out here on my channel. And then don't also forget to check out my dividend investing channel. This is where I'm building a public facing portfolio for you all, and I share my progress, the places or the instruments I'm buying into more, what am I selling, how much dividends I'm collecting. Everything is in these videos. If you're interested to follow along, please subscribe to this channel as well. Link to this channel is also in the description of this video. All right. Now, so let's go back here to the SPY and QQQ, and how about, well, as usual, let's start off with Microsoft actually, because then tech stocks eventually are the ones that move SPY and QQQ, right? So Microsoft price action. Now, so this is a good rebound that we got, and the level we were watching was above 200 days moving average. At least the 20 days moving average was first of the targets. We got that. Now from here, Microsoft is staying above 20 days moving average. Okay, that some red candle is coming, but does that worry me right now? Not necessarily. Why so? Because structure hasn't really changed. All right, now we are, still in that bullish. Well, technically yes, we are in the bullish structure. Okay, it all comes, well, as long as, if Microsoft, it's very simple to trade. At least if Microsoft can hold above 417 and 63 cents, it's a good hold and it's just an upside play. If we lose 417 and 63 cents and 20 days moving average, some cool off may come all the way down to 410, but that will not change the structure. I'm seeing a pivot that we have already broken out of with the consolidation below that. So that overall structure will not change to the bearish. That may give it a pivot over here. As I'll go over Google, this theory will get very clear to you guys. But this is where Microsoft still has a chance of, even through the long, deeper pullback, can continue higher above $410. Just keep that in mind, okay? And then definitely the next target remains $430 if we continue to stay above 20 days moving average. So it's not difficult to trade. Let's go to the hourly interval and let's see the possibility of that happening, and what are we seeing there. So looks like on the lower time frame we do have a lower high, right? And that's pretty much the level, guys. 417 and 53 cents. If we lose this, intraday cool off may continue, at least intraday. That may bring us again down, as I said, 410. That on overall structure, you can see 200 hours moving average confluence is coming, may give us that overall structure pullback. But yes, intraday cool off may come if we lose 417 and 59 cents. And as we continue to stay above it and also get above 20 hours moving average, or if you want to have a precise point, that will be around 419. If we can get above that, then we can just continue higher. All right, so that's that. So that's your Microsoft. Apple continues to remain strong on this thing. We are plainly bullish. Pullbacks on this, any pullback to 20 and 50 days moving average is just a pullback. It's very simple trade still right now. It's still bullish. Our targets were staying above this trend line, and first target was 214 and 59 cents, and above that was just a continuation to the upside. Next targets, level by level, we are still bullish. I won't be surprised if we test the all-time highs again on Apple, right? Meta. So Meta tested all-time highs almost here, doing a sell-off the day after. But is this sell-off worrisome enough that, oh, we are now just falling through the, the face of the planet Earth? And not quite so. Meta, if this pullback comes, and we'll talk about that on the hourly interval in just a second, that will just be a pullback. Structure on this is not going to become bearish as long as we are above 20 and 50 days moving average. That's just can continue intraday cool-offs and the pullbacks. But let's take a look at those intraday cool-offs possibility. So on the hourly interval, we are below 20 and 50 hours moving average. So if This is the level 527. If we get above this and also can get above at least 20 hours moving average, some upside is possible. If we reject 20 and 50 hours moving average and stay below 527, and then I would also want to see it break 523 actually eventually. Well, yeah. So then, yes, cool off may continue 514, but remember this will be just intraday cool offs. Stop loss can be on the other side up to 200 hours moving average at least. So close to that, but that level will be for 514, right? So that's Meta. Netflix. So just trying to highlight that we are very strong on Netflix. Oh, sorry, Meta, right? It's just that if cool off comes, that comes, take partial profits in the extensions, right? Meta. Oh, sorry, Netflix. So Netflix continues to stay bullish, still getting green candles, super strong. No surprise once we got out of above this blue box. I mentioned that it's just a expect continuation to the upside. We are getting that. We are testing the next blue box and still going strong through it. Netflix, if we lose level of 664, 50 days moving average is just a support, but until then intraday cool off may come. But if we lose that level, otherwise no, that's just a support. 664, and things are still bullish on Netflix. I'm not seeing weakness even on the hourly interval. That little bit of pullback that is coming, it's just a pullback, nothing more than that. We are still above 20 hours moving average, still have higher highs, sorry, higher lows and higher highs, not seeing any problem. Yeah, weakness would only be below 664. Otherwise, now any pullback until then and a support is just a continuation to the upside. But that's that. So its structure on this is still bullish on both fronts, intraday and as well as swing. Google, okay. So Google, now you remember, if you have been seeing my videos, this pivot I was talking about, that we are still not bullish overall structure as long as we are below this pivot of 164. But I mentioned that Google has a possibility of forming a pivot at this blue box that I provided you. Look at it. We got that pivot right at that blue box area, 159 to $160. Now, and you can see there's a little bit of selling off again happening at that same pivot, right? At that same critical level of 164 area. Now, from here, well, it's simple. You have to wait now the break of the direction. If technically Google wants to break to the upside, but 164 and above with 20 days moving average break as well, it's a good move to the upside on Google. Stop loss could be below this previous pivot point. So right now things are looking bullish on Google. That pivot that I was calling out looks like strong. If we lose this blue box, and then we have a problem. That the blue box to the downside, like 159. If we lose this to the downside, then we are losing the pivot. But this is the time to take the positions because the structure is building. Your stop loss has to be down there, and that way you can build with the minimum small risk and maximum reward, and that's what I'm talking about. But stop loss is important. Nothing is guaranteed in stock market. We just have to find our edge. On hourly interval, Google is above 200 hours moving average as well, and right now at least. And intraday, if it continues to stay above 162 and 61 cents, it's all good. Google looks strong. Looks like it may continue higher. Amazon. Let's go to the daily interval first. So Amazon in that blue box zone, right? And let me actually adjust something on my indicator, and just because I have a timeline set for quite in the back of the time right now. So yeah, here we go. This is better on Amazon. That's a lot of levels are showing up, but don't worry about that. You can bring the timeline closer based on the stocks that you are doing. I'm just, because I want to show SPY and QQQ, have settings done for that as well. I just want to leave it that way. So, okay. So Amazon got back into this blue box, right? This is the zone we talked about, and in my dividend investing portfolio, I have been building Amazon down here, and I'm already in good profits. Check those videos out on my channel, dividend investing channel. Now, this is where we are right now below that previous pivot still. And this is where it's a decisive factor. Like, I'm not surprised if we see some choppiness here, but this is the time to take partial profits. Above 200 days moving average was the next move that I talked about. We are getting that. Now, if we lose this blue box to the downside and 20 days moving average, technically this is just has a high possibility of giving it a pivot and a support. Even any What I'm trying to explain on the swing, even if Amazon comes down to $170 now, that has an opportunity of giving it a pivot support in the overall structure. Now, as if the next big move to the upside is either through the pullbacks or right above this blue box of these previous pivots, 180 and above. Amazon looks good to me, at least where it is right now in the price action, and it's still looking strong. Now, let's take a look at hourly interval, and let's see if we can identify areas for intraday, some cool-offs or scalps or whatnot. If Amazon loses 176.25 cents, some cool-off may come to first 50 hours moving average. If we continues to lose those levels, then yes, level by level to the downside. Stop loss can be on the other side. However, if anytime we just stay above 176.30 and also get above 20 hours moving average, it's just an upside play continuation from here on. Easy peasy. All right, that's Amazon. Let's take a look at now SPY and QQQ. And yeah, the levels are right now. You're like, oh, where did all the levels go? And here we go. Okay, so now, well, SPY, not a surprise. I have been saying that, guys, we are bullish back again from very time. This was that level, 524. If we would have stayed below it, then we had a danger of forming this head and shoulder and then eventually testing 200 days moving average, but losing that would have been a catastrophic on SPY, S&P 500, right? But never got that. We got above 508 and 24.42 cents, and I provided you these pivots are forming. That was a good, beautiful sign. And once we got above 524, our next target became this blue box, right? 537 area. And after that, the next big move was getting out of these pivots, and above this blue box is the continuation to the upside, and level by level, we are making our way higher, right? SPY is still bullish. I'm not seeing any signs of downside here. And structure on this, even if we come down to 538, will just be a pivot or a pullback opportunity on SPY if we just continue down like that. So yeah, let's see if we test all-time highs again. But yeah, structure on SPY is full on bullish still, and on hourly interval we are still maintaining higher highs, higher lows, not seeing any signs of downtrend even. Yeah, if we lose 552.61 for any reason, some cool off may come to 50 hours moving average. That will just be a cool off. Some more cool off, bigger cool off I expect below 547 without going up above, right? And that may bring us down to 537, but overall structure will still remain technically bullish. That will just be a cool off, but intraday cool offs, if you want to trade, you can trade those. And if you continue to stay above 20 hours moving average, starts breaking these levels to the upside, it's just a next game high, all-time highs again, maybe then 565. So that's your SPY. QQQ. So let's go to the daily interval, and QQQ, no surprise again. Similarly, this was the area I called out, 448, right? And above this, no problem, no danger. And we will just continue higher. And these were the pivots also I was showing you on QQ, that we are forming strong, good pivots to the upside. And getting above this level was the confirmation that we are fine, right? 414. And thereafter, we have been going to level by level, like 20 days moving average. I've talked about here as well. Pullbacks are, that's fine. Structure is still holding strong. That's just can continue higher. We are in the bullish structure. Even right now, we are in the bullish structure. Any pullback, if it comes, I only see a stronger pullback if we lose 467.84, but then we have a strong potential pivot that can form at 460. So overall structure on QQQ will still remain bullish at this point, even until 460 if it doesn't go up and starts to sell off for any reason. Am I seeing signs of sell-off now? Here, no. We'll take a look at hourly interval in just a second. Our next target remains the level of 484 and 490, at least for this week. And then we'll see if we test all-time highs again, 503. So let's go to the hourly interval and see is there a weakness in the price action. Not necessarily, guys. I'm not seeing a weakness, but the levels to watch would be if we lose 473, some intraday cool-off may come down to 50 hours moving average. But if we hold that, and even if we stay above 467, this level becomes an area to watch, again, as if double bottom forms, consolidation forms, or even close to 50 hours moving average. And if we continue to stay above 473.94 and above, it's just an upside play. So that's QQQ. Still very strong, and that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. All right, take care, guys. Bye.